Hi everyone, my name is Junon. I have a health science background. I'm an author and the creator of the Truth and Empathy Questionnaire. In this video, we're going to be exploring the administrators, which is one of the main personality types in the Truth and Empathy Questionnaire. And we're going to focus on the masculine energy, and so that will include the introverted and extroverted type. You can translate the administrative when it comes to the MBTI to the sensor judges and the thinking type. And also, obviously, they have the introverted, extroverted, version of it. Now, to make sure that I cover the main points, is that I have a checklist here. So the first thing that is important to understand when it comes to the administrators is that the theme of their life, or what is their driving force, is tradition and duty. So these are people who are very much into, let's say, the tradition of, let's say, if you look at Christmas and Thanksgiving, they like rituals, they like predictability, they like thinking of the past and transmitting that to their children so that it is continued in the future. In terms of duties, these are people who believe in hard work. They believe that work should be actually demanding, so they don't expect to enjoy their jobs. They're thinking, you know what, a hard day's work. That's what it's about. And so when you look at the family structure they go for, they're usually people who do like to marry early, because for them it is important to have a mother, father, and they like the structure of the family. They feel a sense of safety and security to be part of a unit and to feel that they can rely on others. So one of the first things that you need to understand when it comes to the administrators is that they cannot stand unreliable people. If you're unreachable, unreliable, they don't want you in their lives, and because you're just someone who's just will irritate them. So it's very important. And when it comes to the job that they will go for, so these are people who like stable jobs. So they'll go, let's say, to be, let's say, an accountant or a lawyer, because obviously these type of professions, even if becoming a doctor, things are sort is that these are the professions that are well perceived, so it's important for them the image they present to the public pays well, predictable, and they're not usually entrepreneurs. So these are people who are going to create companies, but when the company is stable and is doing well, they can blend in well. So they like to be an element, or something they are like adding to the collective, but they're not the ones who will come up, when they say, with new ideas and take the risk of failing when it comes to starting a business. The other aspect when it comes to this personality type is that when it comes to family structure, they very much like hierarchy. So they bow to authority, usually. So if mom said something, dad said something, we'll just go with it, even if they might have some reservations. But for them, it's very important to respect if someone is placed above them. So they also will not be really open to, let's say, gay marriage or bisexuality. For them, it's a, you're a man or woman and you have to pick your camp. I mean, it can be both. So they like things to be clear and being straightforward. They don't like ambiguity when it comes to that. They're very much also detail oriented. So they will remember a lot of details from the past, so that again they can transmit that to their children and the future generations. Um, when it comes to in terms of their um, you know, how they behave in school. So in school is usually well designed for the administrators, because especially if you are the thinking type, because they tend to have high IQ. And when you look at IQ tests, it's very much about if a person can be logical, and so they tend to do well in school. They don't usually have problem with structure and how you're doing things on time, getting their assignments done, without any delay. So you can count that they will probably excel in the school system. And they usually, when it comes to their parents, they like to wear conservative clothes. They don't like anything flashy. They probably would want something that is good quality because they want to keep those clothes for a number of years, and they want to present a nice appearance to the world. And the maid they would choose is usually also someone who also dresses in a conservative way and classic cut. I mean, and when it comes to their mate selection, what their family friends um, think of their future mate is important. So they probably would want the approval of these important people in their lives before they move forward. And also, they want the person to blend well with who they are and their traditions. When it comes to facial expression, they usually are not that expressive, especially the introverted type of the administrative thinking administrator type. The extrovert type can be more expressive, but there's a sternness to them, so they can come across as rather rigid. So this is a general picture of the administrators, the masculine energy, and they can be both the introverted, extroverted type. I trust that this information was useful, that you enjoyed it, and if you did like it, please literally click and like it and subscribe to our channel.